class. Welcome to the first day of Boss Chick Academy. I am your host, Nancy B. I will be your teacher, not your host. What am I talking about? I am your teacher, Nancy B, and we're going to get right into it. Welcome to the first day of class. Today, we're going to talk about the money mindset and how to reset your mind so money can flow to you with ease, almost as if it was just magic. Yes, so I hear a lot of common problems. I see women or men working hard, super hard for their money. They work every day, day in and day out, and they're back broke, living back to paycheck, and they're wondering what is going on. I cannot be working 40 hours a week and I'm back broke. Like, something gotta give. Or this is a problem I see as well. People, they have everything set in place to make money in their business, and money's going into their business. They're pumping money, generating, stuff out, but they don't see any profit from it. They don't see any money coming in. And it's like they're slave to their business, and they're like, yo, how can I need to figure out how this money thing, because I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be financially independent, and that's just not what's happening. So, my belief, what do I believe about money? I believe making money starts with the mind and what you believe about it. And on a deeper level, everything happens in the spiritual realm first, and then it manifests in the physical realm. So that's probably a little deeper than you guys are used to hearing, but if you think to the law of attraction, what basically means like attracts like. So if you understand the laws of the universe, you know that if you want something to come to you, you have to believe that you deserve it. You have to believe that you can get it. You have to get on the same level as the thing that you want in order to attract it into your life. So, wait, what, Nancy? What? You mean to tell me the reason I am broke is because I believe I deserve to be broke? You guys might be asking me that. Who's asking me that? Yeah? The answer is yes. On a very deep subconscious level, somewhere in your heart, you do not truly believe you have you can be financially rich, and that's why this is important class, and that's why it's the first class that I'm doing, because we have to overcome those objections, overcome those negative beliefs that you have about money. Those bad negative beliefs that you have about money is actually the things that is actually blocking you from getting your blessing. So today, we are going to uproot your old money belief systems, replace them with new belief systems. Then we're going to learn the money game and why you shouldn't take it so hard on yourself. You shouldn't be so hard on yourself when it comes to the money game. Then we're going to set some positive money affirmations. We're going to reset your financial thermostat, and we're going to create some very, very big money goals. But first, let me tell you about myself. First, let me tell you a little bit about myself. Okay, who I am. I am Nancy B, author of the book F Him, Don't Be Bitter, Get Better, and Make Money. I'm also an entrepreneur and an artist. I'm a designer and creative person. I'm on this very, very, very big mission to help at least 10,000 women this year all over the world heal from their heartbreaks, move on from Mr. Wrong, and get their lives back on track. And if you don't know, my motto is don't be bitter, but actually get better and make money, which means don't be bitter means to actually find peace in your heart from whatever it is you're going through, actually heal from the pain that you might be suffering from, then actually get better, upgrade yourself, learn new skills, start doing positive affirmations, learn how to love yourself and have self-worth. And then my final tip is to make money, which is why you're in this class today, is because I want you girls to be independent, financially independent, meaning you don't have to depend on no man or anybody for that matter. You always know how to make your own money, so you never have to stress out. So for the most part, my why starts back from when I was a child. I was born and raised in Miami, Florida, and I watched my mother struggle. She raised 4 kids as a single mother, and eventually she did get remarried, but that marriage was very, very bad. It was a bad marriage, and it caused her a lot of stress. And while she was stressing through this marriage, I still realized her health was depleting. She was diagnosed with lupus, and then later on, I realized her mental health health was also depleting, and she had a psychotic break. And my mother did pass away when I was 11 years old. So I believe that is really my biggest driving factor into why I'm doing, why I want women to stop the pain and suffering early on after they leave a relationship, because literally dealing with the wrong man can ruin your life. I believe that 100%. And you need to know how to bounce back from that, regardless to whatever stage you are in your life, even if you feel like you're very loved. And it's not to be such a pessimistic person. It's just to be a realist. Sometimes you can't put all your faith in a person, so you have to be able to know how to bounce back out of any situation, whether it be a man, a family member. Anybody has the capability to hurt you, so you need to be able to mentally heal yourself and emotionally heal yourself and physically move on with your life, and also secure your bank accounts, because you just never know when that money will come in handy. So later on, I went to college, and I went to FSU, Florida State University, and I studied super hard for nursing school. And when I applied for the program, I didn't get into the program. I applied 3 times, y'all, and I didn't get in. And I had a 4.0 GPA, and I was like, what's going on, nursing program at FSU? I know y'all hard to get into, but y'all can't be that damn hard to get into. So, whatever. I had to change my life. I had a complete transformation. I was done. I was over it. So I went and cut off all my hair. Like Coco Chanel says, when a woman cuts her hair, she is about to change her life. So I went and cut off all my hair, and I went down, and I started to explore my creative ventures. And that's a picture of me and Rick Ross. So I was bold diva, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go take a picture with Mr. Big Rick Ross, the boss. And I guess his little bossness kind of rubbed off on me, and that's what I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be a boss. Right? So I started making jewelry. I made a lot of jewelry, and I really kind of had no real plan. I was just kind of making it and falling into it and buying supplies and getting into it, and I just started working day in, day out. And it started to grow bigger than I ever expected. That's when my Rosie Mickey jewelry collection was born. This is my Rosie Mickey jewelry collection. Isn't it beautiful? That is my pride and joy, and I still have those pieces available. Some of them are still available on my website, nancybcreatives.com, or you can go to rosiemickey.com and it will redirect you to my website. But that jewelry collection was the bomb.com, because it spread like fire. Like, I had celebrities. That's the Grammy Award winning Maya. I used to love her back in the days. She had requested to get a personal customized earring from me, so I went ahead and did that for her. And those are some of my clients. All these women. Everyone from beauty gurus like It's My Ray, Shameless Maya. I should have put all their pictures up, but you guys get the point. I was doing a damn thing with this jewelry collection, and that's when my real entrepreneur spirit started, because I really started to learn a lot about entrepreneurship and how to market and how to make money and how to make sales and how to put it on automation and how to create leads and how to do customer service. Like, that was the way I learned through entrepreneurship. And I lost a lot of money, but I also made a lot of money. I was making money in my sleep with this as well. Then, my biggest turning point. Yes, ma'am, I got them up there. Yes, I do. I got distracted. You know how this story goes. I got distracted. I met a guy that I thought was the love of my life. I fell in love. I had a beautiful baby boy. And then 2 weeks later, I found out that the father of my beautiful baby boy that I just had 2 weeks prior was cheating on me with 3 other women. Not one, but 3. 3 women. And I was just heartbroken. I got my heart trampled on into 30 little pieces, and I was crushed. You know what? Better yet, I was angry. I was so angry. I created this Instagram account called Fuck Him. .inc. Yes, ma'am. Yes, God, I did. I created that Instagram account, and I started posting my little funny, evil, angry posts, bitter posts, and then I started getting a little bit more Asian when I realized you girls was following me on there, and I'm like, okay, this might be trying to change somebody's life. Maybe I could help somebody, you know? So something I built out of anger, I turned it. I used my mess and I turned it into a message, and I started actually helping other people. I started researching real ways. I actually am very good with self-development and self-help care and healing, so I already kind of knew the information. So I was like, you know what, let me put this into good use and let me try to teach somebody that instead of being so, bitter and stuff. So went ahead, turned my message to a message, and I actually started helping other people. And I built an online brand. I self-published my first book, and then your girl was back, cha-ching, making money in my sleep. Yeah, what's up? I was doing a damn thing, and I am still doing a damn thing, and now I'm ready to teach you how to do the same. All right? So are you ready to learn? Yeah, that's me. That's me as a teacher. Are you ready to learn? Okay? Are you ready to learn how to turn your pain into power and start making money? If so, say yes to yourself. Even though I can't hear you, just be like, yes, girl, we ready. I'm ready. Woo, woo. Okay, so you ready. Everyone. I'm super excited, okay? Because, I believe everyone has a message. Everyone has an idea. Everyone has a gift. Everyone has a talent that they need to share to the world to help others. So it's how you actually utilize that talent, that message, that gift, that idea to get it out to the people and start making money. And that's what I want to teach you here today. So you are ready to learn. I asked you one more time, but the real question is, do you believe you can do this? Do you truly believe in your heart that you can get this job done? Because if you do not believe you can get this done, then none of this matters. You can go ahead and press X in the X box. Don't watch the rest of this video, because you have to believe you can do it. And if you have troubles believing into yourself, here we go. We're going to do this. Repeat after me. I believe in myself. 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 All right? And I want you to affirm, I believe I can have the money, life, and happiness I want in my life. Create any powerful affirmation. An affirmation is basically something that helps you remember over and over again. It sets it in your mind. Yo, this is what I believe now. I believe in myself. I believe I can have the money, life, and happiness I want in my life, and I'm going to go after it. And that could be your daily affirmation, one of them, all right? So let's get started in the next class. Make sure to always keep in mind that you believe in yourself. I believe in myself. But first, before we get into the class, I need you to go grab your pen and paper, because you got to take some notes. Download and print your worksheet, because we're about to get to work. And I'll wait. Go ahead. Just press pause and I'll wait on you. All right? Go ahead. You got it? Good. Now let's begin. Take a minute right now and write down all your thoughts, good or bad, that you believe about money. So a lot of common misconceptions about money is money doesn't grow on trees. You have to work super hard for money. Money is the root of all evil, which is not the root of all evil. It's the love of money, which is the root of all evil. Rich people are greedy, yada, 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 yada. Okay? Everybody has this bad feeling about money, and I'm like, why? Like, this money is the most, it's like the best solution to a problem we used to have. I've been hearing all these little phrases growing up, and little do you know that those money phrases are actually what's blocking you from getting money and from letting money come to you. So let's talk about money history. The truth about money is, way back in the days, all right, they used to barter their goods and services with other goods and services. So, for instance, if you had a bunch of apples and I only had a hen to offer, you go ahead and exchange that. And boom, you get your hen, I get my apple. Now we have a trade. Now, what money did was it created a form of currency that was used to simplify complex trades and transactions, like trading the apple for the hen. Was that a rooster or a hen? Girl, I don't know. Okay, so it was used to simplify complex trades and transactions. A piece of paper is a medium of exchange, okay? Without it, people would barter, and it would get very complicated because sometimes people be like, all right, you got 100 apples, but it's not worth the whole hand. So I'm going to have to cut my hand in pieces so that it could be equal. Like, it was just very complicated to do a trading system like that because you weren't able to accurately assess how much value your thing was against my thing. So, to sum it all up, money is just a piece of paper. Basically, money is just a piece of paper. Now, like, I see a lot on social media, people be like, oh, and it controls your whole life. No, it does not control your whole life. It is a piece of paper, though, but it doesn't control my whole life, okay? Because money doesn't have value unless the value that I give it. Meaning, I will only exchange money for the things that I deem valuable. I use money for the things that I want, that I think are valuable. If I don't think it's valuable, you can't get my money. You understand what I'm saying? So, even if you didn't have this piece of paper, you can always fall back to that old barter system when we was just exchanging apples and oranges, because I deem your oranges valuable than my apples. I always had something to offer. And when you always have something to offer, you always have something to exchange. You always have something to barter with someone. You probably wouldn't need money. Money is just a way to simplify that process. Okay, so when you think about money like that, once you think about money like that, you've changed your thoughts about money. Then it can no longer control your life. How can a piece of paper control your life if you don't deem it valuable? You give it the value that you want to give it, And you'll always be able to get money because you'll always be able to create or purchase things and goods that other people deem valuable to exchange for money. All right, I want you to think about that for a minute. You will always have something to offer someone. So how could you be without? And here are some things you can exchange for money. For example, your message, your gifts, your talents, your ideas. All of those things are worth money. And people do have no problem giving you money in exchange for them. Okay, so how could you truly ever go broke if you have value to bring to the table? That's why when people be like, oh, what you got to bring to the table? And people be like, I am the table. So, say if you didn't have any gifts, talents, or ideas, nowadays, you can go work at a job, sell your time at a wholesale rate, collect money, then purchase a good that somebody might want. Like you could go purchase a wholesale t-shirt, resell it at a higher price, and then you make a return on your investment. And in the hood, we call that where you gonna flip your money. Okay, so that's basically what it is. You can never go broke if you have something to offer. And if you keep that in your mind, money should never scare you. Okay, which leads me into the money game. It's all about how you generate income. How do you package what you have to offer to the world, market it, and then exchange it with somebody for money, for income. And you're going to learn more about that in training number 3 when we talk about branding and social media, but that is just the basics of the money game. And here's a flow chart. So the money game, cash flow positive, cash flow negative. Okay, all right. So there's a couple rules to this money game. All right. Number 1, take your emotions out of it. Money does not cry for you, as the great Kevin O'Leary says. Money does not cry for you, so don't cry for money. Okay, money has no feelings. It's a piece of paper, remember? And it only has the value that you give it. So it doesn't care if you're good or bad, rich or poor, dumb or smart. Money goes where the cash flows. All right, repeat after me. Money goes where the cash flows. Okay? So when you think of money like that, like a technical game, like it's a game. The more money come in, the more the money go out. That's when you create cash flow. It's like a currency, like a current. You know how currents move up and down? So that is the whole money game in a nutshell. And basically, I just put y'all up on game. Now you have the hustler's mentality. All right? Another rule of money when it comes to making money, it's more about the people. You want to be careful of your time suckers and energy vampires, people who are trying to take from you. You are not a bank account. You cannot loan people money every second you get. You can't go out with people and spend money, because remember what I said, you cannot, your expenses, you got to keep your expenses low if you want to see the profits from your money. So you just want to stay focused. And not only that, you want to learn as much as you can about the different sources of money, how to generate money, how it really works. I just gave you a very basic level of how money works, just so you can take the fear out of making money. All right. And at the end of the day, practice makes perfect. Don't scare money, don't make no money. So you got to put your money out there. You got to send them little money. Think of them like little soldiers, and you send them out to war, and you expect them to bring back more money. Capture the other monies that are out there so they can bring it back, and then you can have a happy peace party when they get back. All right, so now grab your worksheet. All right, so now we're going to create some new money belief systems. It's a T chart. I just want you to go ahead and fill out that second part of the T chart, and I want you to come up with some new positive money beliefs. What will you start to believe about money now? What do you want to believe about money now? All right, so go ahead and fill that out. Next, we're going to talk about money affirmations. Affirmation is a positive declaration. It's something to keep you going in life and to keep your mind, refreshed and renewed about what you believe. Money affirmations to make your new money beliefs stick. So here's a list of positive money affirmations about money that you can add, and then you can also create your own. I put space in the worksheet so you can create your own. Here's a couple. I love this one. Money flows to me effortlessly and abundantly. And I say that over and over again every morning. Money flows to me effortlessly and abundantly. Money flows to me effortlessly and abundantly. I make money in my sleep. You guys see me say that all the time. I make money in my sleep. I make money in my sleep. I am a money magnet. Okay? Those are just a few money affirmations. So just go ahead and jot down some of your own affirmations and positive things that you want to talk about money now. All right, so moving right along, we're going to go ahead and set some money goals. All right, so the first thing you have to do when you're setting your money goals is you got to get real. You got to get real with yourself and figure out what is your current financial situation. What does your bank account look like right now? How much money are you making right now? How much money have you been saving right now? You got to crunch those numbers. What is your credit score? Figure it out. Get real deep. Bring it all out in the forefront. Count your pennies. Count the money in your wallet. Pull your credit score and start. Don't put it in the back of your mind anymore. It's time to get up close and personal with your money. Next things you have to do is go ahead and set your financial thermostat. Now, what is a financial thermostat? I want you to think just like an AC. How an AC thermostat. No matter how much air is being pumped out of an AC, it is set at a certain temperature on that thermostat so that it can keep the regulation, so it can be regulated and it doesn't get too hot, it doesn't get too cold. Just like your financial thermostat. If you ever realize, my money never go past $400, what is that? Why can't I never save more than $40? And that's because somewhere along your journey, you set your money at a certain amount, and no matter what you do, it can't grow beyond that line. So you have to reset it to the amount you want to have. So go ahead and pull out your worksheets. Currently, you're going to fill out the blanks. Currently, my money can't grow past this amount. And then from there, you're going to put, from now on, my money won't drop below this amount. Okay? And then, from now on, any dollar that comes into your hands, any money generated, you are going to split it up into these percentages so that you can better manage your money, so that you never left broke on a rainy day. All right, so the first account is your long-term savings account. You always want to pay yourself first. This is for this money you're never going to touch, basically, for your retirement. It's going to grow. It's only going to be 10% because it's going to grow on interest. You're going to get an interest account, a bank account, and you can learn more from your financial advisor about it. Hold on. Oh, excuse me. I'm coughing. But basically, your long-term savings account is going to be about 10%. Then you want to get you an investment account. Your Your investment account is basically the money you're going to use to reinvest into things. If you have a business idea, if you want to take a course in a class, because your education is also an investment, don't forget that. If you want to start something new and pursue a creative venture, you definitely want to have an investment account so that that money is secured away for that. And I like to give 30% to that because that money comes back to you as well. So it's always good to have an investment account. Number 3 is your expenses. Basically, the things that you take care of your bills with. Any those things that you have for a rainy day. Like, that's what the expenses account is for. You never touch it. And that just goes strictly to bills and finances and things like that. Ooh, my throat. Then you have your blow money. This is your spend money. This is your party money. This is your travel money. This is that money you want to spend. You got to have you some spend and blow money because it doesn't make any sense to save all this money. You can't spend it. Like, you only live once. So you have to have a certain amount set away just so you can have fun with it. So you can't never feel so annoyed or desperate or frustrated about it because you know you have that little money set aside so you can have a good time. So that's what you have. That's 25%. Then you have your give money, which is your donation money. You want to give back. Sowing a seed is so powerful. If you guys only knew the power of sowing a seed and giving back, it comes back to you tenfold. It's in the Bible for a reason. Do not ignore this. You want to give 10%. Give it to your church. Give it to God. Give it to donation. But you want to give it away. Give it away. Because it's going to come back tenfold, I promise you. Still coughing. But basically, the key is to start where you are. Get started now. Because money is not just going to fall in your lap. You actually have to do some work to create some sort of cash flow. But it doesn't have to be hard work like people always think. Like, my dad was the hardest working man I know. He used to drive taxis. He used to do everything. And he was always living from paycheck to paycheck. So it's not about how hard you work. It's about how smart you're playing the money game. It's about, can you play this money game fast enough? Can you put enough money into your tap? Create a production so that you create more money out of your tap and have a good cash flow, have a good cash at hand, all right? And this, I'm about to tell you guys, this number 1 secret that people will not tell you. But the key that most millionaires don't tell you is you need to have more than one source of income. Okay? The average millionaire has about 7 sources of income. Okay? 7. So you're just depending on your one job to get you money. It's not going to cut it. You need about 7. At least be all right. So you need to figure out how to get one of these cash flow machines and how to duplicate it so you can have multiple streams of income. You cannot depend on one source of income. You cannot, because it makes you very vulnerable to the disasters and chaos and crisis that could happen. Say if that job goes out of business. Say if you get fired. Say if you can't work, your health is messed up. Like, you need to be able to figure out how to create more money sources. So the goal is to create a well-oiled money machine. Basically, money comes in, you create something dope, money goes out, and it brings you back more money. Okay? You need to create one of these cash flow machines, and you need multiple streams of income. You need more than one cash flow machine. You can't just depend on one or you will be vulnerable. So, grab your worksheet once again, and we're going to talk about the different ways you can generate more streams of income. Jot down a few of your ideas. If you have a gift, if you have a talent, if you have an idea, if you have any way that you know you can generate more income, I want you to go ahead and jot it down so we can start getting those ideas flowing so you can actually figure out how you can bring more money into your life. So, yes. Here is a recap of what we learned that is the end, folks. I hope you guys love this class. Here's a recap of what you learned. The most important key is that you have to believe in yourself before you get started on any journey. It is vital that you believe that you can do it, and I want you to keep repeating it after you. You got to keep repeating this. I believe in myself. I believe in myself. I believe in myself. All right. Then once you have rewired your money belief systems and the creative positive affirmations, that was the second thing we learned. We learned how to rewire our monies and create positive affirmations that you're going to repeat every day until it sticks in your mind, all right? And it becomes your new way of life. Then you learn the basics of cash flow. And you really learn that it's nothing to get emotional about. It's nothing hard about it. It's just a game that you control. You know how much money is coming in. You know how you're going to send that money out so it can bring you back more money. It's a cash flow. It's a cycle. And it's nothing to get emotional about. I don't ever want you to cry for money again, because that's not life. You have value. You have something to bring to the table. And you know, which I'm going to teach you by the end of this boot camp, how to exchange what you bring to the table for cash. So you never have to go broke, all right? And then you also learn about resetting your money goals. Your financial thermostat, you want to keep it at a certain level. So you never have to go below, your money drop down below any of those levels again. And then you also learn how to manage your money so that it actually grows. So you're going to divide a certain percentage. I don't care if you get you an envelope, a jar, a separate accounts. You want to separate that money and never dip and dab into those separate accounts. And you're going to watch your money. You're going to be able to manage your money better and actually spend it on the things that you want. All right? So, any questions? If you have any questions, I wish we were live. I would have took you guys questions, but that's okay. I'm still learning this process. And as you can see, I'm learning this, but it doesn't stop me from getting money. So, I want you guys to really pay close attention to how I carry this boot camp out, because you're going to really learn something just by watching how I do this. All right? So, if you have any questions, leave them below in the comments, and I will answer it in our group conference call. I'm hoping that it can be tonight if I can really set this thing up, but I'm gonna keep you guys informed via email. So keep checking your emails, keep checking back to this page, and I will in the next class. In the next class, you will learn about the business building blueprint, so you can actually understand how to structure your business in the best way to make money from it. And we're going to focus on creating your first source of income and cash flow machine. So I hope that was helpful. Go ahead and leave your comments below, and I'll see you in the next class. Bye.